Hi, I'm Richard. This is the 2022 Nanotechnology in Tokyo, Japan, at the Taiwanese Pavilion. Founded in 1943, Xinfang Nanotechnology Corporation is the only company in Taiwan to win the gold medal at the International Expo. For the 2022 Nanotechnology in Tokyo, Japan, the inventor, Professor张仁鸿from the Xinfang Nanotechnology Corporation, was selected by Academia Sinica to participate in the exhibition. From the universe, all things are created. In the beginning, the cosmos was empty like fireworks in the sky. Just as the impressive light show was over in mere seconds, creation was made at this instance. As heaven and earth was made, invention was made from this. The relationship between nanoparticles and the universe. Before creating nanoparticles, we have to first understand how the universe is created. The universe is formed from the laws of nature. Countless eons must pass before matter is formed from the universe. The universe is vast and space is void. I am but an insignificant fool. The laws of nature are the truth of this world. The truth of nature is hard to understand, so we must let go of our attachments and look for understanding to comprehend nature. The paper is white, and infinite innovations can stem from it. The sky is empty, and yet it embraces the whole universe. Due to the sky's boundlessness, it is able to carry all things, and this includes all the stars that travel in their set orbit. The universe began from the Big Bang, which originated from a congregation of mass energies. All things were created from molecules, which comprise of atoms, with the quanta contained within. Nanoization alters the microstructure, and even smaller units like the picometer. And of these things, they form a distribution of an atom cloud. The universe is the formation of a nebula, as mass energy from the Big Bang was transferred into matter. In the universe, the nebula is like a speck of sand in the galaxies and the Milky Way. Within matter themselves, there is a hidden energy. Where matter and energy coexist, they are interchangeable, just like the universe is born from an infinite void. So the heaven and earth have created all things. From the macro to the micro perspective, nanoscience is showcasing its energy and its activeness. The microization of materials has generated special functions, commonly seen in daily use, like biotechnology medicine, solar energy generation, and even disease prevention. The van der Waals force generated by nanoparticles that are sufficiently small come from an electric charge released from the atomic weight of the element itself. And the discharge and the pulling of electrical potential is generated in the molecular clusters. The nanopowder absorbs and stores large amounts of static electricity. The macromolecular clusters absorb the micromolecular clusters. The micromolecular clusters attach to the macromolecular clusters. And they are covered by a massive atom cloud of superfine powder. Then the phenomenon of the so-called nanopowder flocculation will appear from the large and small particles in the curved distribution. Before using nanomaterials, the issue of electrostatic fields created by the van der Waals force needs to be solved by selecting the appropriate dispersion technique. Static electricity is generated when grinding the supermicron powder. Without special discharge processes or the use of a special gas for prevention, then due to bumping, pushing, and the shearing of electrons that surround the atoms during grinding, a chain collision of nanoparticles inside the material may occur, which may release the magnetic and electric field that disrupts the separation of atoms and can easily cause explosions. Since kinetic energy transforms into thermal energy because the temperature is too high, then when grinding the nanoparticles, there must be a cooling system. The most common type is a liquefied nitrogen low-temperature cooling system, which provides the cold exchange required during grinding. The amount of inert gas needed for protection depends on the electron activeness of the material. Explosions in the powder manufacturing industry, fireworks, gas, chemical, food, and even starch industry all are attributed to an overly dry air. Under low humidity, low oxygen concentration, and high pressure conditions, friction causes static electricity around the nanoparticles. So when they collide, the energy released in the spark becomes the main cause of severe dust explosions. The creation of stars and all things within the universe is an energy converging arrangement. The gravitational field of the Earth's surface is dependent upon Earth's mass, creating gravitational force. On the top of the Earth is the North Pole, and on the bottom is the South Pole. Between the two poles is the energy in the magnetic field of Earth itself. Then, when the 9 planets are revolving around the Sun's gravitational force, they all work in balance. From the universe, we observe a planet, a galaxy, and countless Milky Ways. The planets in space are like dust dispersed in the sky, and they are protected by an inert gas. The manufacturing of nanoparticles and the formation of planets are essentially the same principle. They both have magnetic forces of electric potential and polarity, and they are able to release energy. The Brownian motion, the theory of a series of motions of floating particles leading to diffusion in the end, enables the floating particles to distribute evenly in liquid, and it can be used in dynamic light particle size analyzation. Pure water can be used as a dispersing agent for nanoparticles of dust, and you can observe its oscillation frequency to calculate the particle size. During the grinding, inert gas is used as a dispersion protection for nanoparticles, to protect the nanoparticle energy from discharging and forming flocculation, and preventing incidents of dust explosions. The invention principle of the Xinfang nano-level special supermicron mill. The physical dry milling process is adopted to compress and to combine the particles, and then a nanopowder will form, and the nanoparticles will be selected through a separation system. The design of the system is just like the formation of a galaxy. When gravity and buoyancy forces are in balance, then they each run according to their own rules, and when they enter into a cosmic orbit, then they can float. The galaxies in the universe are just like this nanoparticle dust, and the countless dust in the skies just like the Saha world. The sun, the moon, and the galaxies all float, and they orbit in space. The galaxies in the universe and the formation of all things are just like a balance between energy convergence and nature and the orbiting planets. The gravity force of all matter on the Earth's surface comes from a gravitational field generated from Earth's giant mass. Without inertia that is formed from matter, it can't be ejected by centrifugal force. The separation technique for the nanomilling machine is comparable to the universe creating countless galaxies, just like the formation of nanoparticles. Numerous microparticles are created due to collisions. All physical designs must comply with the design logic of a vacuum separation, with the laws of nature and the truth of the universe. The cutting-edge nanotechnology is a transcendence that requires precision calculation and design. Controlling the appropriate vortex speed and the regulation of pressure and the flow of air, they begin grinding under the appropriate temperature and humidity. When you crush matter through the appropriate burst pressure, and you cannot rush, because you must prevent the material from rearranging itself. The process is constantly revised, and precise parameters must be obtained in the end. Negative pressure design is used in conjunction with inert gas to avoid dust explosions caused by a static electricity field. Xinfang's nano-milling technology is closely related to the laws of nature. Just as prosperity showers on those who follow the truth, and it falters on those who do not follow the truth, levitation and gravity issues must also be considered during the powder separation technique. When the buoyancy generated from the airspeed is greater than the gravity, then the powder dust will float, and it will drop if reversed. Heavy particles will drop and continue to be grinded. Fine powders will begin to float. Then, through an air separation technique, particles are sorted according to their weight. The hollowed center of the vortex, created by high-speed rotation of the separation system, is just like a black hole in the center of the universe. The powder contained in the gas forms a parabola under centrifugal force, and they are sorted according to their weight. As the particle size of the finest powder is small and unaffected by centrifugal force, then they are directed out of the high-speed vortex center. The principle is similar to the eye of a typhoon, where water molecules diffuse due to centrifugation. Large particles are ejected as they rotate and continue to grind. A negative pressure state is created from the turning, just like a windmill. Then the particles are diverted into the diversion system, just like supermicron particles are then directed out of the black hole. Xinfang's supermicron mill received international patents in 2006. Its previous version, the screw-type milling machine, received international patents in 1971 and won a gold medal at the 1978 World Expo. The screw-type milling machine was first custom-made by the Thai Sugar Company for Uni-President Enterprises Corporation to grind their products. This machine was popularly sold all over the globe. Xinfang's NanoEye system for relevant manufacturing and the development technologies, it ranks among the top in the world. The innovative physical processing method of the pushing and colliding of nano supermicron particles has received milling process patents from all over the world and technological excellence with international reputation. Here are some thoughts of wisdom from the inventor Dr.张仁鸿. From the universe, all things are created. The purpose of nanoscience is to fulfill the truth. It has always been the dream of inventors to pursue perfection. To create more value for life's wisdom and knowledge, then you must follow the truth and give of yourself selflessly. The universe and the Milky Way is just like the sands of the universe. Life is like a floating cloud and a river. Fame is like the waves in the water. Cherish every moment, for every moment may become eternity. Understand impermanence. Recognize the truth. Every moment is a creation that begins from nature. Just as the universe is created, invention is also made.